commence with the program. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously it's the 15th MTN Pulse Africa Transform Summit, and we're glad that you are here on time. We would plead, there are several people outside at this moment. Kindly, ushers, let's receive everybody in a hall so that we would know the numbers and immediately usher in the leadership for the program to commence. So please, we still have a few people outside not believing that we're commencing soon. Kindly, if you can inform them. It's also our way of ensuring that we try the microphones before the program begins, and by far I think it's okay. So thank you.
Advise yourself. Start by creating a very basic online profile. Get yourself learning a digital marketing course or build your LinkedIn profile. Learn an online course. Today there are thousands of online courses.
My king talked about me, and you know the story. He was talking about identifying problem. That is exactly what I did in this school. I was contesting for SRC president. Not just I wanted to be SRC president, but what was the problem? Student accommodation was the problem. We were 10,500. Accommodation was the problem. Now you are about how many? My name is Andy Osei Okra. I'm the founder and president of Young Professionals and Youth Coalition Initiative, YPYC for short. YPYC is a human capital development NGO that focuses on developing the youth in leadership, entrepreneurship, and career development. I remember, and I can remember vividly, 10 years ago when we started this foundation called YPYC, Young Professionals and Youth Coalition Initiative. It all started when I realized that the youth of this nation actually need a sense of direction in terms of their career development. And not just career development. I realized that everything rises and falls on leadership. So it would be better to give the young people, and for that matter, the youth, the needed leadership they need for their personal life and for that of the nation. So the idea of setting up a human capital development oriented NGO that will focus on developing the youth in leadership, career development and entrepreneurship was set up. And I could remember that the first transformational seminar that outdoor this NGO happened on the 3rd of June 2009 at Coconut Grove Regency Hotel here in Accra. That is where I had opportunity to explain to the gathering that the reason why as people we have to come together and we all put our hands together on deck to give direction to the youth. And I happens to have my spiritual father's wife as the guest honor at that night, Reverend Mrs. Felicia Ano of ICGC Holy Ghost Temple, Adenta Frafraha. She was our first and maiden guest of honor for this function. And since 2009, where we implemented monthly transformational seminars, we consistently continue by way of giving the young people the direction in terms of what career to pursue, in terms of how to even find jobs. People, a lot of them are looking for jobs. The jobs cannot be found. But I thought that there should be a smart way of looking for jobs. So consistently, these were the seminars we were running for them. So YPYC came to existence to give vision and direction to the youth. So we've been in this game celebrating and empowering young people over 10 years now. That is how YPYC started. So I spoke to a lot of colleagues who are also into HR professions and who also love in developing young people. Let's come together and put our resources and our knowledge together and help give direction to young people.
As young professionals, it's not just about being out there, being entrepreneurial, leading a business, holding a good position. It's about being excellent at what you do. That is what makes us young professionals stand out, because we believe in transformational leadership.
I mean, for me, it's very exciting because I recollect when Dr. and Mrs. Sundum, who are the owners of Coconut Grove, wanted to get involved. The first thing that came out was that they started Coconut Grove as youth. Okay, they are in their 30s when they started Coconut Grove. And if they have brought Coconut Grove this far over the last 25 years, there was no reason why they wouldn't collaborate with any youth development agenda. So for us, it's very, very exciting, and we can only wish YPYC the very best in their endeavors.
I am happy to support YPYC and indeed any group that is that well-meaning, looking ahead into the future of our continent, of our country, because I don't think that it's enough for us to say that we've achieved something in our lifetime. It must carry forward. We're leaving a vacuum. And when you leave a vacuum in terms of leadership, then you're looking for chaos. And where we are, we have all the factors in place to either make it work very well or to go very wrong.
Get young people to begin to understand themselves, their potential, their capacity. So the idea of transformational leadership is critical. And I think that it is something that no young person should avoid.
Talking about achievement, it's humbling to see that 10 years, the kind of things that we've been able to achieve. I will try to enumerate them, but most of the time, I just talk about YPYC was, I would say, for the first, it was the first organization, but our strategy and our motive was not for money. And in that case, all our programs, we conducted these conferences and seminars free of charge.
I've been able to adopt some of the concepts of YPYC into my career. For example, when we have new employees and then national service persons as well as interns in my organization, what I do is I take them through career development seminars whereby I train them on CV writing, for example, interviewing skills, for example. I take them through career development, leadership, how to unearth their leadership potentials, among others. These are concepts I actually took from YPYC, and I've actually translated them into my HR practice at the Project Committee.
Through its networking processes, I've been able to come in contact with a lot of high dignitaries and young people like myself who are interested in transforming their lives into a whole, bring about a national development. In terms of my career as an HR practitioner, YPYC has greatly influenced me in terms of problem solving, in terms of relating to people, in terms of being a good HR practitioner.
And one striking thing is the essence of transformational leadership that has always been drummed home for persons like myself who are aspiring to step out into the outside world and also make an impact towards national development. YPYC has also helped me develop a pool of social network, which has become of great use to me as a young person who needs mentorship in my daily life.
In YPYC, I didn't have the urge to hold any leadership position. But upon joining YPYC, I realized that it is important that I take leadership positions that would help me contribute my quota in realizing the visions of the associations I find myself. I have been able to take active roles in more than 5 associations on campus. YPYC is one of them, which I serve as a vice president currently.
As a young entrepreneur of Scarlet Advertising, and I've had the opportunity to sponsor some of the conferences which I was allowed to advertise my products, and through that I have a lot of businesses coming from there.
One of the achievements is we'll set up this flagship annual program called Young Professional Transformational Leadership Conference, which is done since 2008. Then set up this National Young Professional Role Model Awards, which has so far awarded over 60.
So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've a short while ago gone through the Guard of Honor. In just a few minutes we'll be receiving our dignitaries, as is always done, as we would give honor to who honor is due. Once they are coming in, we'll all rise and receive them in that honor. Ladies and gentlemen, in there is our former Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister. In there is Professor Elsie Ifa Kaufman, National Science and Maths Quiz Mistress. In there are traditional leaders. In there are seasoned academicians. So you will do us the honors by receiving them and giving them that stand ovation at the point they make an entry into the auditorium. That's the Great Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, the event is graced by seasoned media practitioners, the national television, which is GTV, TV3, and all the others. So kindly, once you are seated, restrict your flow a little bit so that you don't happen to cross their cameras. This is just by way of protocol. Please, can we rise and receive the leadership as they make their way into the auditorium? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tradition at its greatest display. Leading the procession is Nana Mensah Bostu, our Insatri Hene. Forgive me that Nana will be joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, in there, Professor Elsie Ifa Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen, once they are seated, also in there is Professor Ellis Osudabo. with several dignitaries here present. You may humbly take your seats at this moment. Thank you all very much. Oh, I thought you'd give the traditional dance ensemble a round of applause for this wonderful, spectacular display of tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kweku Temin. This morning, I will be your moderator for the 15th MTN Pulse Africa Transform Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a delight to move all the way from Accra, away from my regular television duties, and join you here for this all-important occasion. If it pleases you and pleases the Lord, may you rise so we say a word of prayer. Almighty God, we thank you for the gift of life this morning. We thank you for journey mercies. We thank you for the numerous who are present here at the Great Hall and the many who are joining us shortly this morning, afternoon. Almighty God, it's our prayer that as we gather here, your presence will show forth. Father, take away anything that is not scheduled to be on the list, and imbibe in all of us the goodness of the Lord. Father, we pray that by the time we are departing, we would have been impacted and we would have identified a lot that would propel our lives into the next level. We thank you for the leadership that put this program together. We thank you for the invited guests, the resource persons who would help this program become a success. And we'll say, Father, take your place first and lead the program to a successful end. We pray through Christ Jesus, our Savior. Amen. Oh, you didn't respond amen at all. You may at this point take your seats. So I was trying to spot them, but we are supposed to take the anthem on Yenara Yasasini. The cadets performed it out there, but okay. We can, okay. I would have said we all know our national anthem as students. Can't we rise and do it in the spirit of Ghana, the way we always do it? Okay. We'll hold on for we should rise and sing the national anthem, right? Please, can we rise and do this by ourselves? We've all gone through it. We know the words. Oh, the cadet is here. Okay. The cadet is here, so let's give them a little while. Nana, you may take your seat as and when they are ready, they would inform us. And then, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, so let me just quickly go through a few things. I am sure when they are ready, they will inform me so that we quickly go through the anthem. But this morning, I want to say a special thank you to MTN Pulse. Indeed, we are grateful that you have become our backbone, our major support for this program to take place. We're indeed grateful for all the assistance that you've provided till thus far. Ladies and gentlemen, the Young Professionals and Youth Coalition, that's the YPYC also, which has this program on their belly. We'd want to say a big thank you to all who have devoted their time to be a part of it. A while ago, I encountered a young gentleman who said, oh, give yourselves a round of applause. A while ago, I encountered a young gentleman who approached me and said, Kweku, do you know I have been a part of this the last 10 to 11 years. Then I was like, wow, then you were a pioneer. He says, yes, Honorable Okra is like a father to me, and he's mentored us all throughout this period. And I'm sure for most of you who are becoming a part of this for the first time, you will stay with this initiative. Even while you are done with your education, it will still be a part of you wherever you are. We are waiting for the cadet to give us the anthem, the national anthem. So when you are ready, please inform me. You are ready? The cadet will give us the national anthem. You may humbly take your seats at this moment with a round of applause, obviously, in solidarity to a great nation that we are all a part of. Ladies and gentlemen, in a while, I'll introduce the various dignitaries who are here to grace this morning's occasion. Already in the afternoon, so this afternoon's occasion. But before so, we believe the Lord has taken a seat while we prayed, and so we should just have somebody sit in as chairperson also. After introducing the chairperson and he coming through for his remarks, I would take advantage and introduce a few more dignitaries. So ladies and gentlemen, our chairperson for this afternoon is Professor Ellis Owusu-Dabo. He is the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST. Please let's do it better for him, can we say. And somebody just said, Kweku, I want to know him better. So my duty is to let you know some of the achievements of our wonderful chair for today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to let you know that he is a Pro-VC of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, like I mentioned earlier. Professor of Epidemiology and Global Health. He is a consultant, public health physician, and a researcher. I am also happy to let you know that in his previous role as a Dean of School of Public Health, Professor Owusu-Dabo saw to the introduction of new programs and the growth of the school, increasing the number of Master of Public Health programs. And that was from 3, not even double of it, but going beyond that to 7. I think we should give him a round of applause for that feat while he was in that position. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also happy to let you know that he has also served as both Deputy Director and Director of the Kumasi Center for Collaborative Research into Tropical Medicines for a period of 8 years. Indeed, Prof. Ellis continues to make significant strides in securing and managing multi-million-dollar research grants from principal granting institutions such as the European Union, ladies and gentlemen, the National Institutes of Health, that's the NIH, the World Bank, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, as well as many bilateral organizations. Proposals go through, he raises the resources, and he comes to use it for the benefit of our students first, the nation second, and Africa as a whole. Please, let's celebrate him more with a round of applause. If you allow me a few lines, he has a wealth of experience in resource mobilization, grantsmanship, research management, clinical trials, and community-based research implementation. His research interest lies in pandemic preparedness. So once even the pandemic is broken out, he is always taking that pro approach of preparing all of us. Epidemic-prone diseases, vaccines development, and non-communicable diseases. Currently, he leads KNUST-Africa Higher Education Health Collaborative, founded by the MasterCard Foundation. Professor Owusu Dabo serves as the Executive Steering Committee Chairperson of the 9 collaborating higher education institutions in Africa and Canada. That tells you he is global. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow students, through his leadership, over 2,000 primary healthcare workers across all regions of Ghana have benefited from the capacity strengthening workshops that he has organized, the short courses and programs that he has put together, and the scholarships for certificate, degree, and postgraduate programs. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear all these, and there are many more, but I'm sure if I want to continue, we'll stay here longer. So intermittently, when I have the opportunity, I'd want to add on. But let me mention that Prof. Osudabo currently has over 300 scientific publications. Talk about 26,000 plus citations as high index of some 51, and it continues on and on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, I jump to the very last end to let you know that Prof is married to Lady Joyce, with whom they have 3 boys and fellowships with the Assemblies of God Church, Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our chairperson for today. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes to address us.
Representing Chancellor, His Royal Majesty King Otumfuo King Osei-Tutu Abebio Nana Sechihine, my own inspirer, Nana Professor Bedu. The host and founder of YPYC, the Honorable Mr. Andy Okra, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to jump on the protocols that may have been established, but today is such a busy day. I want us to try and finish this quickly so that we can hop onto other programs for today. I've already performed, this is my 3rd assignment today, and there are 3 more before I close. So I'm hoping that we can have fun. At the same time, try and be on time so we can close in good time. Nana Chancellor, it gives me great joy that as a beneficiary of the honors bestowed on me by this YPYC, I think 2 years ago, I can attest to the commitment of the YPYC to the ideas of leadership and nationhood. YPYC takes delight in building the next generation, their leadership skills and competencies to ensure. Give me a second, I think the microphone is. So I was making the point about the fact that the YPYC, under the host and chairmanship of the Honorable Andy Okra, has made strides in building the next generation of leaders through cherished values and the synthesis of ideas of patriotism that the YPYC seeks to instill in the next generation leaders is something worthy of note. And on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, because she was supposed to have been here, she's committed to, again, as I said, several programs today, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dixon, I would like to bring you greetings from the management, staff, students, and stakeholders of this great institution, and to welcome all of you to this great occasion, to say that together we can bring those ideals, the values, the morals of this beautiful country called Ghana. And I think that through this outlet, through such convenings, and through such conferences, we are able to remind ourselves of the cherished values of the Ghanaian to which we are identified. And on those words, I like to accept the responsibility and certainly the delight to chair this occasion's function. And I hope that together with you, we will make this a wonderful time. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Oh, let the applause keep coming while he goes back to his seat. All right, so like we rightly keep mentioning, it's expected to be a delightful morning, which we would all benefit and learn a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to bring in the summit host and founder of YPYC. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you a little bit about this distinguished gentleman. But once he laid it on my doorstep that Kweku, come to Kumasi and help steer this, I couldn't say no. A man who carries a lot of personality. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit about our summit host. He is Dr. Andy Okra. He's the founder and president of the youth development-oriented organization called Young Professionals and Youth Coalition. That's the YPYC, which focuses on leadership, entrepreneurship, career development of young people. So yes, if you are here and this falls in your dream, then definitely it is a wonderful opportunity for you to meet Honorable Dr. Andy Osei Okra. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll share a little more with you about this distinguished personality. So he holds a doctorate degree in theology from Carolina College of Theology. That's all the way in the United States of America. An MBA from the University of Leicester, United Kingdom, with specialization in human resource management, and a Bachelor of Science degree in natural resources management from, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy to say, it's also a product right here from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I thought you'd do it better for him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a man who does not like you extending so much on him. As time goes on, I'll share more with you on Dr. Okra. But I'm happy to let you know that Dr. Okra is a versatile, affable personality with several professional caps. He is a public servant. He served in the capacity as former Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister of the Republic of Ghana and an executive coach. I think we should applaud the fact that he has served as a deputy minister, especially for this region. So when you see some developments in this area, it's in his adrenaline. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes on as an executive coach, a conference speaker, youth development advocate, a mentor, a social entrepreneur, and he is a certified human resource practitioner. Ladies and gentlemen, today I present to you this afternoon your Summit host and the founder of YPYC, Honorable Dr. Andy Osai Okram. He would have the mandate to also introduce some of our dignitaries to us.
Oh, let's clap for Kweku. Please appreciate Kweku, not me. Kweku. Thank you very much. Kweku had a lot of programs, even up to yesterday night. And he said, as I've indicated, he will do everything to be here. So let's appreciate him. He's not a Kumasi boy. Well, we thank you very much for coming. I will try and then make my presentation short, but then I also indulge you a little bit of my time. Professor Chairman, Professor Ellis Owusu-Dabo, my brother and the Pro-VC of this school, representing the Vice Chancellor, the representative of my father, His Royal Majesty Otumfo Osei II, Nana Mensa Bonsu Asechihene, and the professor, great professor of this school, if you will not know, is a great professor of this university. My distinguished past role models, right from Professor Odro, and then there's a man I will introduce later, Mr. Ransford, Dr. Gloria Okran, and another brother, who I also introduce later. I will share them. Distinguished nominees and awardees for 2024. I can see some clergymen here. I respect the clergy. Clergy, Nananom, distinguished guests, my dear students, and my friends from the media. Today is one of the happiest days in my life, in the sense that when we started the journey of YPYC, this is the 15th edition, and there are some sitting here who saw the first day and at the first time up to today. So if we can stand on our feet and for 15 consecutive years, we are still surviving and thriving, then it means that we are doing something good and we'll continue. And I have most time will not permit, but we'll try. There are some mentees here, some guys who have gone through YPYC. I can see Red, Harry. There are several big guys here that I will show through this presentation. I will show some pictures and you'll see them and see where they are now. Then that is the momentum that is keeping us. And I can change you, will transform this nation if you all support us. Are we able to do that? So, ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to show you what I have here, how the 15 years, the theme is 15 years of transformational leadership of YPYC Transform program. Some of you are new. I remember I met one of the professors sitting down here traveled all the way from University of Ghana. Later, you know that professor. The first time we met and said, this is happening, wow. So because of people like that, I will mention how we started and where we are and what we are doing. And what brought about this, so that we can get the picture. And then what brought about this and what gave us the impetus that if we mobilize young people together, we can do something. You see that is workable, and we can do that. And that stems from leadership. So if you are ready, you can help me with the presentation. Shall we move on?
of this university, who is also my boss now. I would like to stand by the existing protocol, but I've been asked to mention Dr. Andy Okra, who is Otumfo's son. I'm extremely happy to be here, but before I read Otumfo's message, I would like to add one. I've been here for 40 years, from assistant lecturer to this day. And I'm very passionate about the development of our youth. Some of my students, if they're here, will say, Professor Bedu is so strict. Not that we are training you just to get the knowledge. We are training you for the world. Just yesterday, when I was teaching some students, I called 3 students, I asked them to stand up, and I asked them, do you think the way you are carrying yourself, I or anybody will ever employ you in his business? As young, or can I call you someone who wants to live here as a young professional? About more than 50% of the students in the system now, they need to look at the way they carry themselves. And I'm happy that Dr. Andy Okra is helping us to shape the youth and make them real professionals in this world. Now, to go on to what Otumfo has asked me, His Majesty has asked me to say to the conference. He would have wished to be here himself, but other equally important engagements, he couldn't be here. The conference, the YPYC, you are celebrating your 15th anniversary, and you are doing that at the time when he is also celebrating 25 years. So celebrating this 15th anniversary here is like giving him an anniversary cake. Otumfo Edamasi. He remembers your recent visit to the palace, where you celebrated his anniversary with him. Professor Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Otumfo is very passionate about the youth development in Ghana. One thing relatively older generations are most worried about today is younger generation going wayward and losing the track of leadership and generational thinking. But I dare say that what we must be most worried about are the wayward old people and some unscrupulous citizens leading the young astray, and because of their selfish or parochial interests. From the family, the basic unit of society, through to school, to the community, many young people are being misled by relatively older people and some peers. Leadership is an influence. It is a constructive mindset that requires psychological engineering right from childhood. Hence, without deliberate effort to groom or nurture the caliber of leaders we need, we cannot attain the transformation we need. That is what makes the mission of young professionals and young coalition by Andy, my son, and the Transform Summit uniquely important to the transformational agenda of the nation, and the nation is happy to have that. The 15th anniversary theme is fascinating. 15 years of transformational leadership. YPYC is leading the country's youth in transformational leadership. Without mentorship and leadership training for our young people in our universities, colleges, churches, mosques, traditional setup, like the innovative mentor-mentees transformational leadership summit that we're going to have today, offering additional to the raft of leadership training programs or the nations, we may suffer in the near future for a long time. When corporate institutions, leaderships ignore laudable nation-transforming efforts like YPYC's, instead of assisting to do what they are doing, we should go on to say that leaders are not interested in the future of the nation. On this note, let me, on behalf of YPYC, thank all the corporate and individuals that have sustained such an impactful effort for the past 15 years. For this year, let's thank the MTN for supporting this year's. Otumfuo will also call on all corporate institutions and well-meaning patriotic citizens to contribute to the sustainability of YPYC's positive drive on the youth landscape. He's been told that today we're going to launch the YPYC Fund to support the youth in the tertiary education, entrepreneurship, and empowerment efforts. I will encourage each and every one to contribute generously to the fund. To the beneficiaries and prospective beneficiaries of YPYC leadership programs, never take for granted the opportunities you have today, but appreciate the opportunities that determines how you benefit from this effort. Distinguished ladies, gentlemen, Ghana, the first country youth of the Sahara to secure independence from our colonial Britain, regardless of her troubling political history in the early post-independence days, has in contemporary times delayed some major gains in the admiration of global and regional communities. Ghana today is a beacon of hope, illuminated by all good reasons for holding on to the tenets of true democratic culture, characterized by holding free and fair periodic elections, an independent judiciary, a vibrant media, and assertive parliament. Professor Chairperson, it has been 3 decades since the inception of the Fourth Republic and counting. The government and institutions are charged with the responsibility of protecting the territorial integrity and sanity of the state should not renege in their effort or their responsibility, but rather work assiduously in the harmony and the furtherance of a common goal, that is, developing our youth. Invited guest, Otumfuo has no reason to be apprehensive in an eminent political turmoil before, during, and after the 2024 general elections. He will once again advise the youth to love and respect the constitutional rule that we are in. Distinguished guests, I commend the organizers for inviting Otumfuo to be part of this historic anniversary. On this note, it is my singular honor to officially declare the 15th Anniversary Transform Summit 2024 duly open. May God bless and protect Asanteman and Ghana, our motherland. Ayiko YPYC. Thank you.
You heard it all from His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Seitu through his representative for this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Nana Mensa Bonsu, alias Professor Edward Bedu. Prof, thank you. If you are a student, the auditorium is almost packed, and I think I have a surprise for you, so. All right, so just like it is, the auditorium is packed. Can we have everyone who's a student here? It doesn't matter the institution you're coming from, but if you're a student, can you rise? Because I want you to stretch. Yes, all the others can sit. If you are not a student. Oh, no, only for students, yes. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you would hear him as the Kwekwananse man. Oh, you know his tracks. Sing some for me. Ladies and gentlemen, the man is in the house. Are you ready for Brado? So you boogie along with him. He has a microphone.
Don't make it.
Hey, I'm fighting for my blessings. Man, I will be a mayor. Me and I'm a team, I throw me story. Will be my throne off a Bianchi count.
Hello. I'm a student of University of Ghana, but we are still the same people, right? So I'm here to entertain you guys. Are you ready to sing with me? Highest, please play Kwekwananse for them. Play Kwekwananse for them. If you know how to sing, sing with me. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Come on.
Me, I see me penny back. The Kazans, I see me here. Kwekwananse, so my down body, come home, see me. I'm coming out, make a grand life is about carnival. Mama, me many be why I can wash. Every time you know we have to me pass it. I cherish every moment, me must be free. Life is about carnival. Mama, me many be why I can wash. And pim 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 pim.
Beto from Dua. Babu say I did the army for me. Any mere on Pabuano.
And pim pim time pim pim.
Beto from Dua.
That's sorry. Babu say I did the army for me. Any mere on Pabuano.
I do this for my family and myself.
Bring me say they come.
I do this for my family and myself.
Bring me say they come.
I'm a soldier in the building. Come on. Yeah, Miss Francian Suroja. One man soldier, instruction soldier, and pim 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 dummy. It's all from Dua.
That's sorry.
I will see the army walk on me. And he made a Papuano.
And pim 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 dummy. It's all from Dua. That's sorry.
I will see the army walk on me. And he made a Papuano.
Be friendly, I mean, no, dear.
Meme Shabrani will be at the end. Me, I be in a hammer. My father sent me penny. It's your time and I'm a coming here, I'm a life is a lonely journey. You take me and I strive for my family. Come on, one man soldier, instruction soldier.
I'm a soldier.
Come on, one man soldier, instruction soldier. Mama me has some mommy day. Mama brother, I'm so mommy day. Me give me tell mama na mommy be day. A brother woman I'm so me money day. Hey, necessary to from do promise on ye. You make it I am here day me to me. I gonna me na me am time come on.
Yeah.
No be difficult to do
myself.
Obani am me not no correct. Oh, I'm a maintain I won't see us. Me the fam that I mean to me. Me me and know if I follow.
Oh, cry me, man, if I fall.
1,000 a bet me. Why you me?
Make I live my life and I don't. It's always at last, time done. Wait for no man, let's go.
Hey, commando, I shoot like Rambo. Stay me, yeah, baby, I'm a dream daddy. Swerve my dream gun in the daddy. So baby, I'm a dream.
Master, sorry.
My bush here, the dear. Many men won't pop one.
Okay, I'm coming.
And pim time. Hey, hold on. Me to from Dua.
Sorry.
My bush here, the dear. If you are studying because of your mom, raise your hands up. Woo! If you want to have a bright future, raise your hands up. Soldier, come on. One man soldier. Yeah, me so. Come on, energy. Yo. Some of us, we don't even have a family. We are living because of survival.
Soldier.
Can we do it in 2 sections? So we start from here. I'm a soldier. Come on.
One man soldier.
Yeah. So. Now the middle. Come on. Immortal. One man soldier. Means so. I'm a soldier. Come on.
One man soldier.
I brought him out for Wahana. Highest. Let's do this. Come on.
It's still made it.
Now listen.
I'm fighting for my blessings. Man, I will be a man. Me, I'm a true story. Will be a drone of a young.
Me, give me lemon. I for my peace of mind. Come on. When tell him so. Tim Fowl, baby. On Freddie. On family. And so me back up. I won't quit. I'm a winner. On family. Miss Adam, baby. On family. And so me back up. I won't quit. I'm a winner. Are you ready? Your person over me, yes,
for any count. Let me this year, may you be this year.
Come on, your person over me, yes,
Uber media for any count. Let me this year, may you be this year. I dear making, I dear mating. Yes, I'm a child of crime, that's so many period. Time won't call you, meaning, Ubian be. Ubi and Yanni Sikan, winning Quankoro, be one and Quine, winning Namkoro, and this a witty poop, will be the Biana coding. Free like a butterfly, searching for my peace of mind. But you can't tell me about.
Come on,
Mr. I'm quite so. Free like a butterfly, searching for my peace of mind. But you can't tell me about. Mr. I'm quite so.
Everybody, your person over me, yes, Uber media for Henekao, maybe this year. Moya KNUST this year. Miss Legon this year. Let me see your hands up. Pretty ladies, let me see your hands up. Come on. Sing it with me.
It's still made it.
Don't tell me no, I'm too sweet, too cool. I'm serving a lot of my China. I go to him, I did be a time. I swear, she has answer. I come at the answer. I go for better, my coma may fear for us. It is the same as I said, yes, I don't mean one. And if I told you what you will win in a movie, and our data.
Who will give me heart? Who will give me trust? No, that's a
so I'm a family one.
Yeah.
Who breaking the trust that?
And some today adores. Come on!
Who could never be a waste of time? And some today adores.
Happy yourself, man. Come on! Who breaking the trust that? Immortal. And some today adores. It's my little sister. My little sister is she here. So, come on! Come on. Yes, hold on. Hold on. Onyami yemi show.
Pacho, we'll be bringing him back.
Let's go.
Younger, YKA. Mujamona na.
Sing it. KNUST-TEK, come on. One more time. Send down. The grace is going to send down. Come on. I love you so much. Thank you. Immortal.
Oh, let's give it up, Kamado. Oh, let's appreciate him. You know, he's here. He's here for you. Please, we want to finish up few things and then we'll have you back, okay?
Okay, please.
Let's appreciate you as you take his seat. Wonderful. Right. I'm going to run through quickly. We can finish everything. On the program, chairperson just unveil the lunch and then we'll give so that we know we've launched the fund. And then, so let's invite the Provici, the Youth, Education, Entrepreneurship, Empowerment Fund. Akusa.
Now, Chancellor, thank you very much. And thank you for your cooperation to date. We want to indulge you to launch the 3E Fund, and then we shall quickly present the MTN Pulse Africa Role Model Award winners. The Honorable Haruna Idrisu has to go somewhere, and so are many of you who have to go elsewhere. And so the essence of this is to ensure that our education, our future leaders, the youth, as the Honorable spoke about the 3H, the head, the heart, and the hands, as we acquire knowledge, as we acquire competencies and skills, that we focus on entrepreneurships and also eventually empower you to take your destinies into your hands, transforming your very lives and the societies you come in, and eventually transforming Mother Ghana. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Royal Majesty, on behalf of His Royal Majesty Otumfuo II, and certainly on behalf of Dr. Andy Osei Okra, the founder of YPIC, and on behalf of previous and current awardees of Transform Summit, we present to you the 3E Fund: Education, Entrepreneurship, certainly, and Empowerment. Congratulations, YPIC. Now, as you would bear with me, I know the Honorable would like to leave, and I know he has to receive an award on behalf of the former President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and therefore, before he goes, he has to contribute to this fund. I won't let him go without contributing to this fund. And many of you who are here, we want to raise, you can't talk about a fund without having people contributing to it. And so I'm going to ask as many of you as would, and if the ushers are here, if there are envelopes, people may want to write checks or pledge or whatever, And some may, is there a Momo number that can be projected?
There's a Momo number on it.
Okay, let's have the Momo number, and as many as wish to send money to this. We can only have this fund, and the target this afternoon is to raise 150,000 Ghana cedis. 150,000 Ghana cedis, and I'm sure one person can just say, you have this, and then we shut up, and then we can proceed. 150,000 Ghana cedis, and we're certainly going to project the Momo number. MTN is here. Beware of the MTN online fraud. We've been spoken to this afternoon. But certainly whilst they are here, you can be sure that once the money goes through, we can receive the money. And I'm counting on you, ushers and usherettes, to do us the honor of projecting the number. And then we will be receiving the monies as they come in. We will compile the list, and then afterwards we will make the announcement of how much we have received, so we can save some time, and then we can get out of here. But please, 150,000 Ghana cedis. We will do some donation for it on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, and I'm sure that His Excellency will also do something. I'm sure that
yes.
our King will also do something.
My prophecy from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, represented by Honorable Haruna Idrisu, is giving us 20,000 Ghana cedis.
A round of applause. A round of applause.
John Mahama, 20,000 Ghana cedis. The Momo number is 0539 586011. 0539 586011. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is beginning with 20,000 Ghana cedis.
A round of applause once again for His Excellency, represented by the Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
Thank you, Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
The MP for Tamale South.
Good. Anybody ready? Come.
So please, ushers, you can collate it whilst we do the whilst we do the presentation.
We also have the silver collection bowl. It's this thing is going on now. From here, Your Excellency, every student gathered here, if you don't have money at all, not 10 Ghana cedis. If you are working, apart from those who are giving us big money, 100 cedis to pay for today's seed money. They are passing. It's like collections. Thank God, pastors are here.
No amount is too small.
No amount is small.
No amount is too small.
It's going around whilst we are doing the awards.
No amount is too small. So please go ahead, and then we shall proceed with the award ceremony. And when all is done, we will come back and announce to you how much we've been able to raise from this session. But in the meantime, I shall invite the founder and lead of the YPIC, the Honorable Dr. Andy Oselkra, to come and lead the awards session of this.
Thank you very much. Yes. Good. Right. Please, we have the lifetime award this year goes to one particular person who has been with us from 2009 up to date, supporting and helping us. And today, he has sent his representative here, is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nana will do that for His Excellency, and Honorable Haruna Idrisu will be collecting that. Yes, just a little step back. I don't go back. I could also present one thing the other person. Precisely. He can read it. Yes, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. So later I can read it. Okay. Because of time.
All right, so I'll read the citation, ladies and gentlemen, and this is to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former President of Ghana. And it reads, you are an astute politician imbued with the hallmark of tenacity, resilience, tolerance, and honesty. You epitomize practice and industry. Your years at the helm of our dear country's political life have witnessed massive infrastructural improvement, impacting positively on the quality of life. You have skillfully navigated your years out of office to the admiration of many, earning public trust as you trust more equity into your brand of leadership. YPYC is proud to be associated with you. On the 6th day of July 2024, the Governing Council of YPYC, on behalf of all members, confer on you our most respected title, African Role Model in Transformational Leadership Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you very much. The next one, okay. The next one is just coincidence. The man was to come and receive award. I showed 2009. This man, and today he has demonstrated it by stepping in once again. So we are giving the Africa role model in politics and governance to Honorable Haruna Idrisu.
Honorable. Yes, present the plaque. We take the citation for him. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Member of Parliament, Tamale South, and former minority leader. The tough-talking yet affable young politician who held many spellbound with his understanding of contemporary politics and enunciation. I'm sure, Honorable. Yes, you have to pick the citation. I was just going to read it. You should bear with Honorable. He's supposed to be in another meeting. In time is really.
Thank you very much. Without wasting my time, the next one, and we know in academic excellence, when we come to this, the nation, please, that one because of time, but we'll be reading when he presented. This lady is exceptional and phenomenal. YPYC want to recognize her. That is Professor Elsie Ifa Kaufman.
Woo! Professor Kaufman. Bring it here. Please, the citation is here. It will be read. I should read. All right, so for Prof. Elsie Ifa Kaufman, NSM Quiz Mistress, Dean, School of Engineering, University of Ghana, Legon. Ghanaians have never loved the sciences more. Courtesy your brilliance in moderating the hugely popular annual National Math and Science Quiz on television. You are a symbol of female defiance in breaking gender stereotypes, venturing and capturing the commanding heights of science. We celebrate you this afternoon. National Science and Math Quiz has never been loved. Mention your school if you know your school is the best. Mention your school if your school is the best. Who is the quiz mistress? Congratulations, madam.
Okay, we will not break the spirit and continue. Whilst they are going to take their photograph outside, we'll continue.
Please, just a gentle reminder that donations are still going on. You are there, you are moved to contribute to this wonderful initiative.
Prof, and now we have another wonderful lady also doing well. And I know Prof VC would like, because she's also doing well when it comes to the climate space. And this in terms of executive women in leadership. And that's Madam Rosalind Fosua Ajay, Africa Role Model, Women in Leadership Position. So, Prof.
Citation. Please.
Before that, Mr. Ransford from Sun City, Sunan is giving 5,000 towards the fund.
5,000 Ghana cedis. Thank you so much. Citation for Ms. Rosalind Fosua Ajay, Director, Climate Change Forestry Commission. It reads, you symbolize the proverbial golden fish who cannot hide from the lots owing to your sterling qualities of tenacity and fortitude in breaking free from the male-dominated corporate executive world. We say congratulations.
Congratulations.
The smiles are on. Please, let's do it better for her. The women breaking bounds. We say Aiko, and families here to support. Congratulations, madam. Please keep your donations also flying in as seed money. Once you mention...
if you haven't announced your money yet, just
please do not leave.
Inform me so that I can announce it, okay? All right. Good. The next one, this man today has about 3 awards. Last year, he was the overall young professional role model for Africa. And also, in terms of Africa role model in entrepreneurship and business excellence. Today, the search came again in 2024. And this man had another award because the rate he's going is an exemplary and it's a role model. And I'm talking about Mr. Chris Boakye, the CEO. Common name is the Pizza Man and the Chicken Man. He's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you like a pizza?
If you've been eating Pizza Man, Chicken Man, that is this young man who also graduated from here.
Pizza Man is in the house.
This is Pizza Man, Chicken Man. That young man who is doing extremely well. Today, Africa role model when it comes to entrepreneurship. Chris, you're welcome. Congratulations.
It's in every corner. Please, the citation, so I read something for him. Mr. Christian Boakye, CEO, CEQA Foods and Beverages Limited. You refuse to be bogged down by prevalent economic constraints, resisted the frightening economic statistics, and surged forward with an unquenchable passion to feed the nation and remain competitive both locally and globally in food chain businesses. An enduring determination that has secured jobs and protected families in the midst of crunch economic conditions. Yes, we love your pizza. It is Pizza Man,
Chicken Man. We'll go with him. And for your information, he's putting into the fund 20,000 Ghana cedis.
20,000 Ghana cedis. Thank you. He is a role model. If you want to go into the food chain business, he's here. Don't let him go. Speak to him.
Good. There's another woman also helping in the health sector and helping many who were crying and now laughing and singing and then happier. If you in that category, she can help you when it comes to healthcare excellence. And we have Dr. Janet Amwanima Agri, the CEO of JEP Agri Fertility and Medical Center, right? Oh, Pastor, what are you going over?
Sofo and family. Citation.
Member, okay, Pastor says member. Citation.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Jeanette Amwanima Agri, CEO, Jagris Fertility and Medical Center. Bringing relief, secure and assuaging pain are your hallmarks. In a turbulent world of greed And Averis, you are the silver lining, restoring happiness where there is despair, securing family unity where there is rancor.
Thank you,
Done it
thank
all,
you. Congratulations,
and today
madam.
we celebrate you.
Keep this and yes.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Those who want to get into the medical field, a unique role model that you can look out for and follow.
Madam Dr. Janet is saying that she's going to give us 5,000 into the fund. Let's appreciate. Now, this gentleman has no difficulty at all supporting human beings and any project that is good. And no matter what it is, what even he's eating, he will give it to you. And today, he didn't know this. YPYT wants to surprise him and appreciate what he's doing when it comes to corporate social responsibility and business excellence. And I'm talking about the CEO of Ayipa Wood Company Limited, Mr. Edward Ayipa. Africa role model in corporate social responsibility and business excellence. Professor Odro will help us. Prof. Odro will help us. Prof. Odro will help us.
As Prof. Odro comes to help us, a citation in honor of Mr. Edward Ayipa, CEO, Ayipa Wood Company Limited. Giving back to society is your trademark. Corporate social responsibility is a requirement imposed on businesses as an inherent component of good governance, and you are a constant fixture replenishing stock and filling empty plates at the countryside where poverty is endemic. Your corporate social responsibility has shown. Today we celebrate you. Today we honor you. Aiko to you.
Let's appreciate Mr. Ayipa. Oh, Mr. I told you. He said, Mr. Ayipa, without even saying anything, he's giving 10,000.
10,000 Ghana cedis.
Thank you very
Let
much.
the applause keep coming. 10,000 Ghana cedis.
So please go and take your photo outside. Good. Now the next person has demonstrated here, and we all know, and I found this guy amazing, talented, and he's an example when it comes to the music world. So I'm talking about Africa role model in music and entertainment, the most outstanding one to us as YPYC, and it's nobody but who?
Amrado! Amrado! Can all the students rise for him?
Derek Safu Kantanka. Amrado, the banner. Please appreciate him as he comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, citation for Derek Safu Kantanka Amrado Banner.
Okay.
You burst into the musical scene from virtual anonymity with the hit song Kwekwa Nanse. Yay! Please, just go ahead. Oh, Monka lines there. Obiena no yesterday. One more. Congratulations, mate. Yes. Are the ladies in the house? Amrado banner for you. Congratulations.
Now we have the ultimate Grand Africa Role Model Award. It's Royal Majesty. Nana, my father was presented the ultimate Grand Africa Role Model. The citation was given to him. But this is the soul, the plaque is the soul of YPYC. It shows that the young people have taken Ghana and Africa into the hands. So anytime we give you an award and we are not giving you that, you have not gotten the complete award. So we want to complete by giving my father his plaque. So Nana will receive it. And this one, I invite all the role models join the chairman.
All the
and
role
present it
models.
to His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Please help.
The drums. Citation has been presented already.
No, the citation, we'll read it when we come to the second part.
Okay. Let's smile for the photos.
Thank you very much. Nana, this is what I was talking about.
Nana, wait, please wait.
The
Please wait,
Otumfuo Osei Tutu hostel that he commissioned is also here to be presented to my father. Previously, once again, we'll do that. This is the day that His Royal Majesty commissioned the Otumfuo hostel, which is the SRC hostel, and we want to hang this in his office. Thank you. Congratulations. Momo Munsam Emma, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Now, where we've gotten, there are, because of time, we won't waste more time, because unless I'm seeing the people here, they are not here, so I will just mention the names just like that. No, even because of time, because they are here. I know the overall, okay, the husband, one of them, the husband sent, so we'll do that. The overall Africa role model male personality of the year went to the group CEO of Star Assurance, Mr. Sam Okran. The wife is here to receive it. Please.
The adorable wife is here to receive it on his behalf.
Professor Drew and Kofi can present it to the CEO for me.
We want to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
For all the dedication to the younger generation.
Now, the wife was a role model 2-3 years back. Now the husband is, because they've been supporting young people's development, and we need to appreciate that. Let's appreciate Mr. Sam Okran.
Mr. Samuel Okran's citation is here. Please
the next
present
one,
it.
I don't know whether it's here, the overall female role model was to the general media. That is the CEO of the general media, Madam Beatrice Ajimai, Midra General. Miss, a representative is here. Oh, wonderful. Let's appreciate
TV3.
GTV? TV3.
TV3.
Oh, the head of station. The head of station is here. Wow. So
Congratulations.
Congratulations. The CEO of the Media General, Madam Beatrice Ajima Abe, is receiving the overall female personality.
A bit of the citation from Madam Beatrice, and it says, you broke free from the shackles pinning down women aspiring to climb higher on the corporate ladder and act your name in gold as the second female group CEO of Media General. Ayiko to you. Congratulations to you. Please show it to the gathering, and we say Ayiko to you. Beatrice, congratulations wherever you are this afternoon. We celebrate you. TV3 has become a force to reckon with here in Africa.
Thank you. Then overall, Africa Role Model Organization. This group is also doing well when it comes to leadership development. I don't know if the president has reached here. That's the Pan-Africa Leadership Institute. Pan-Africa Leadership Institute. Dr. Kofi Osei's rep, if you are here, if you are not here, please, all role models, don't go after your picture, come back and take. Now, the next, the Communal Dumont Award, the Media Excellence Award, goes to the host of Metro TV, senior journalist, Dr. Randy Abe. Dr. Randy Abe, Dr. Randy Abe is not here.
It will be
received it
on his behalf.
On his behalf. He also wanted to be, I'm sure some of them, their flights have delayed.
ARMA Africa Role Model Award 2024 is the 15th edition going to Dr. Randy Abe. Please, you can display the Momo number once the presentation is done.
Yes, the Momo number. Please, Dr. Grace, I mentioned yours. And I mentioned Mr. Ayipe's amount. If you haven't mentioned your amount, we need to mention them. And I mentioned Mr. Ransford is giving us 5,000. Doctor, 5,000. Any more? Let me know. Please, the sheet. Okay. There. What is left, they are not here, so I don't want to. Okay. The man who has been helping in developing students in this college and beyond, and it's our own. In fact, this work is very much instrumental in this. And I told him I would surprise him. So, Prof, that's the time. The Director of Students Affairs has been directing and developing students. So today we want to recognize him as the Africa Role Model, Student and Youth Development. Professor Wilson Ajay. Professor Wilson Ajay. I've not seen him here. Frank, come and take it for your father. Or if you, okay, you send a representative, yes. Please appreciate. That's one of the deputy directors.
We'll quickly take the citation first while the presentation is done. I'll take a few lines here. For Prof. Wilson Ajay, Director, Students Affairs, KNUST. It says, you have deployed unwavering professional qualities and skillfully navigated the challenging terrain of managing the affairs of thousands of students to the admiration of the University Council management and parents and guardians across all sectors. This afternoon we say Ayiko to you. Congratulations. And then wherever you are this afternoon, continue with the work that you are doing.
Please appreciate the Director for Students Affairs of this university. Good. The CEO of Kazib Limited Company, Mr. Kasim Abdul Habib. You are here. You are giving us cash of 3,000 Ghana cedis into the fund.
Please, let's hear it for him.
Let's see you, Mr. Habib.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Please, they said they didn't see you. Those the young students, you are a role model. Let's give it up for him. 3,000.
If you have your cash here, I will announce it too. So please bring it. And then, yes, I've mentioned Chris' own 2,000. Please, the last two. Okay. The next person was to get it, and I love what it did. The man is busy even negotiating your debt structure and whatever. Even in China, he called that he wanted to be here, sent a minister of state, he couldn't come, sent deputy, they are all busy. We understood him. When we come to politics and leadership, the said team found one honorable minister who is Honorable Mohammed Amin Adam, the Minister for Finance.
The Finance Minister.
The Finance Minister, he's not here because he said he did everything. So I just wanted you to know that Finance Minister himself made a call that when he comes, he wants us to come and present to him, which we do that. So he's not here, we'll save time. The next one was who? Okay. And then, when it comes to public service leadership, it's also not here. Another person, a woman. She is the current director, chief director for Ministry of Finance. And then he said that let somebody take it for me, please. When I come, I want to receive it myself. So when it comes to Africa Role Model in public service leadership, we have Mrs. Wilhelmina Asamoah who is the overall public service leadership Africa role model. Please bring it and let Adia, please come and receive it so that at least you'll be in the picture that you collected it for the woman. He asked that I should let somebody take it.
Lady Wilhelmina Asamoah.
Let Prof do that so that.
Congratulations there, your role on public service. We say Aiko to you.
Okay. So now, please, all awardees, if you are here, bring your awards here. Then we can come and take a photograph.
We want to take a group photograph.
All
awardees,
those who have your plaques, especially
you can
bring your plaques,
plaque.
then we'll have a group photograph. Okay. They should come around.
Please
Those
come
outside.
up.
When we take it, then probably we do it outside. Those of us here come. I'm told there's one left. That man is also doing well. I know he's not here. The Chief Executive of Millennium Excellence Foundation, Ambassador Ashimorton, is also the Africa role model in business excellence. Let's appreciate Ambassador Ashimorton.
Ambassador Ashimorton, congratulations. Your key role is recognized today.
Awardees outside, please join us if you are here. If not, we are taking the photograph.
Ladies and gentlemen, awardees, there who have become outstanding role models for all of us, please let's celebrate them with a bigger round of applause for their inspiring dignitaries.
It is now time to cut the anniversary cake, then we are done. The cake is ready now. Those outside, we are still waiting for you as we are going to cut the anniversary cake.
Our 15th anniversary cake is going to be ushered in now at this moment. Please gradually allow space as we bring it in. We also want to mention that especially for the working class, the student body, please, the numbers are intermittently displayed. Let's all put in a token to say, let it go a long way to help somebody in the near future. We're setting up for the anniversary cake. It's the 15th anniversary cake. And yes, it is mega. If the cadet is around, you may also get ready to give us some celebration sound if you are and can help us. Yes, 15 years of hard work, 15 years of mentoring the youth, 15 years of guiding people into professional lives, and we are unwavering. We're looking forward to some 50 more years in energy and in strength. Ladies and gentlemen, all this facilitated through the Honorable Dr. Andy Osei Okra. We're also appreciating MTN Pulse for making it possible. Don't forget, they say your voucher will be outside.
Okay, we cut this cake in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
Hip, hip, hip!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Can you take your seat? So we've come to the end of the first half. Yes.
The Momo number is right here.
We'll call the chairman to provide
to give us 6011.
Please let me acknowledge my school.
Yes, please.
My school, the O-level school I attended, one of the best O-level schools before going to Prempeh. It's not
That's
Prempeh
right.
that made me before. So they are here. In fact, they've honored this invitation. I'm talking, and the school is 70 years, Nana. The only school in Asante, and it was named after the Asante Kingdom. Asante Senior Secondary School.
Woo! Can you rise? Let's see you. Can you rise? Let's see you. Oh, let's give them a round of applause, please.
Where's the lecturer, the teacher? We appreciate you for coming. They were selected few, so they are here. Thank you very much. Please take your seat. And we invite Chairman, the Provisy, to give us a closing remark so that we can leave.
All right.
I thank you so very much. I shall attempt to summarize in a few minutes what has transpired here. But before I do so, my Vice Chancellor has asked that we donate 5,000 Ghana cedis on behalf of the
5,000 Ghana cedis, please.
On behalf of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And then she also had a message. Given that we're hard pressed with time, I shall go ahead and give you a little bit of extracts from the message that she sends. So she says, good afternoon and welcome to the hallowed campus of the globally acclaimed best in quality tertiary education, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi. I bring you warm greetings and from the stakeholders, students and staff. I would have wished to commend the dynamic leadership of Young Professionals and Youth Coalition, the YPYC, led by the Honorable Dr. Andy Osei Okra, the president and founder of the YPYC, for consistently bringing to the front burner achievers who are inspiring constantly the youth. The Transform Summit is 15 years old today. Hooray! And the attendant prestigious awards event, which recognizes and rewards ingenuity, competitiveness, and creativity that showcases the excellence of the youth, has been placed on this platform. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I plead with you to join me to warmly congratulate all our Ds, our role models, past and present, and hopefully future role models as well. Your Royal Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, permit me now to acknowledge the immense efforts by all and sundry towards supporting our teeming youth who form a huge part of the population of our world. A million thanks for this passion for our young people who support the YPYC. A word of advice and encouragement. Therefore, we have a collective vision or responsibility to develop our youth, train them to become transformational leaders our society needs. In the quest to nurture transformational leaders, we must mentor and coach with a focus, encourage generational collaboration and intergenerational collaboration, develop programs that promotes social impact, community engagement, celebrate and learn from the successes and challenges of previous generations, encourage entrepreneurship, and experiment to even fail. Foster a culture of open communication and feedback, provide opportunities for growth and development, and emphasize the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And on that note, she says, distinguish award winners to reflect the values and ideals of the transformational leadership that YPYC demonstrates. Like Lee Kwan, he says, the ultimate should improve life expectancy, quality food, reduce maternal and infant mortality, and rapid socio-economic growth. This is from my Vice Chancellor, and I thank you for your kind attention. Ladies and gentlemen, we started off this afternoon with a warm welcome from the chair and certainly from the founder and leader of YPYC. He took us through memory lane and showcased some of the previous awardees and the representatives of various institutions as role models for the Transform Summit. He showcased former presidents in President Agyekum Kufuor and John Dramani Mahama. Of course, His Royal Majesty King Osei Tutu Abibio himself, a former awardee. And then, of course, that set out the agenda for today. Our guest speaker, His Excellency former President John Agyekum Kufuor, espoused meritocracy and the need for us as a youth to acquire the leadership skills and where we want to be by merit. The Honorable Haruna Idrisu, the MP for Tamale South, spoke about integrity, the need to be nationalistic, and don't say, this doesn't concern me. He espoused on patriotism and asked us to eschew greed, selfishness, and consequential wickedness. He spoke about the role of women, examples, vice chancellors, and so on and so forth, and applauded Dr. Andy Osei-Okra and his team for the work that they have done. And of course, we ended up with His Royal Majesty giving us a few words of advice for the youth. He spoke about the influence of individuals on the young generation and the need to impact positively on the younger generation. He spoke about the fact that we needed to touch on the need to make Ghana a prosperous nation for all of us. He spoke about giving back to society, the society that has nurtured us to where we are, and admonished us to make sure that we eschew practices that will derail the gains that we have made during this constitutional rule. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for being a cooperative partner in the discharge of my duties this afternoon. Thank you so very much, and I wish you a lovely evening. There's going to be part 2, and I know that our young winner awardee today will perhaps entertain you soon afterwards, so don't be in a rush to leave. I want to thank you for your kind cooperation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, thank you. So, the dance ensemble, you hold on for us, please. So this will be the rule. You are not supposed to leave. The leadership will be leaving shortly. But before even they rise to leave, let me bring in Lady Safwa Duncan to tell you just within 1 minute what would happen and the reason why you should stay. Remember, MTN also has something special for you until we're done with the second part, which is a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Kweku. Good afternoon. So you see, we've been talking about entrepreneurship, and having an entrepreneurial mindset is key. Whether you want to be a business owner, you want to be a group leader, you want to work for an organization, or maybe you want to join some friends and then impact your societies. Having an entrepreneurship mindset is key in navigating the complexities of our modern world. And that is why you're supposed to stay behind and join myself together with esteemed panelists as we delve into the matter. So as Kweku has said, don't go far, just hang around for the part 2. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The procession will leave now. Please ensure the path is cleared for Pro VC, Nana, and all the dignitaries, award winners. Afterwards, all our students would wait as Safwa comes in to moderate the second part. Thank you. Please, you may humbly take your seats now. If any official of MTN is here, we'll want you to come and use a few seconds to touch on the opportunities. Yes, any official of MTN. Samuel, if you are still here. Dorcas, if you are still here. While we wait for Safwa Duncan to join us here in a short while on entrepreneurship. Please, we gave you some papers when you registered. All will be relevant, so please do hold on for us. Do not leave at all. We want to appreciate our sponsors also, making it possible, MTN Plus. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have MTN Trivia. If any of their officers are here, we could give them a minute while we wait for the leadership to return for the second part of the program. Please do not leave at all. Forestry, are you here? Oh, can you rise so we see you and applaud you? Let's appreciate them. Congratulations, we're grateful that you are here. Your lecturer is very happy that you are here. Am I to believe that these are national service representative? Can you rise for us? Let's appreciate them with a round of applause. Heads of the NSS here in the Ashanti region, I believe. Please, let's give them a round of applause and we'll say Ayiko to you. If there's any group or student group here that we need to acknowledge, but in a mega round of applause, let's celebrate, in fact, Ghana's best university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Yes, undoubtedly, we give it to you. You are the best. Another round of applause for you. Officials of MTN, if Dorcas is still around, we're just waiting for you to come in shortly. Should I thrill you with one Amrado song? Or should I thrill you with one Amrado song? You can call the guy who was boogieing to come and perform it because Amrado himself is not here. Oh. Yeah, from the secretariat, you can give us one song at the background while we wait shortly. So let's just, while we wait for them, also make good of the time. Does anyone have... Is that sound ready from the background? If not, I'd want to welcome from the audience anyone here who is thinking about venturing into entrepreneurship after school, but has a challenge as to how to go about it. It could be a question from you. You know, I mean, oh, the cake is going round, so please, we would ensure it gets to you, but just pick one when it comes to you. So anybody in the audience who is thinking, when I am done with school, I'd want to venture into this area, but I'm thinking about how to go into that area. We'll keep that question on the bench for our resource persons when they come back. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, so we are receiving them gradually. We're receiving them shortly. And we trust that it's going to be a wonderful afternoon with you.
Which is now Transform Africa Conference, where we discuss leadership. We bring role models, we bring leaders to come and then share with the young people, give them ideas as to what to do when it comes to leadership, as to what to do when it comes to entrepreneurship, as to what to do in terms of their career advancement. So that is the platform. And as you have all seen here today, that we've brought in leaders who really are practical leaders, young India, some as low as 26 years or 27 years, less than 40 years, people who are doing exploits in business, entrepreneurship, and in leadership. We've seen young politicians who even came here, they are professionals.
Can I have some young men help me
we expose these
arrange
younger
the
people
seats for the panel
to be able to acquire the values that can transform their personal lives, which will translate into their community and their nations. And this time, what is unique about this conference is we have 10 African countries who have joined us virtually. And as we are speaking, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Liberia, Togo, South Africa, they are all online participating in this program. And we are affecting young people, because the theme is the Transforming Africa, the role of African youth leader or young leader. That is what we are discussing, and that is what is being going on. It's been a very nice journey, of course, without saying that we don't have, we've had our challenges and have our successes, and I'm happy with the successes. Today, when we listen to some of the impact stories, you are marveled. Even as one of the speakers today mentioned 7 years ago on this same platform and where it is now. And thank you for what you're also helping us to achieve. Thank you very much.
Can you please tell us your name and your designation?
My name is Yaya Dimie. I'm the Chief Finance Officer of Yawade Development.
Congratulations, sir, for receiving this award. Can you please tell us your experiences? How does it feel like for such a prestigious award to be conferred on you today by YPYC?
Thank you very much, madam. Before I answer that question, let me say that I am receiving the award on behalf of my boss, and who couldn't be here because of some other engagements. I must say that we are very, very
Please,
happy.
we still have the huge cake going round.
For receiving this award, and surely it is my belief that the award will go a long way to inspire us to do more. So we are very grateful for this recognition.
Do you have any advice for the Ghanaian youth and the African youth in general?
Yes, I do. The man that I am receiving the award on his behalf is someone who is very hardworking, somebody who I know that he works 18 hours a day, okay, and since the time I have known him, that is what he's been doing day to day, consistently, every day. And so my advice to the youth is that you have to work.
All right, so Secretariat, thank you very much.
If you want to look at
And I'm moving in now. We'll throw some questions at you. We'll try to solicit answers. Can I see by hand anybody who after school is thinking about direct entrepreneurship? And it's what yourself.
Okay, I'm interested to be an entrepreneur. I've started doing it. Currently, I'm into pig farming. So my focus is to eradicate poverty, if not to reduce it to a maximum. especially the northern part of the country. That's my dream.
Well, let's give him a round of applause. He's into piggery, operating in the northern part of the country, and his biggest dream is to ensure that poverty is eradicated. I'm sure that is part of the SDG goals. So yes, you are fulfilling one part of it. When our panel are seated, I am sure they will create some answers for you. Can I have a hand up? The institution you are from. If you don't raise, I'll give you the microphone. I mean, yeah, we're here to learn while we wait for them. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for me? I want the ladies to speak. Right after school, what are you looking at?
Okay, so currently I have a brand called Glow Itself, which is about skincare and ladies stuff. So after school, I would like to promote skincare products, ladies slippers, dresses, jewelries. Yeah, so after school, I would like to, work on that for it to grow more.
Please, can I ask a follow-up question?
Yes, there's a follow-up question.
Why
Please go ahead.
skincare and sandals?
Why what?
Why skincare? She said she wants to venture into skincare products and then sandals, right?
No, skincare and then sandals. Are you making them yourself or you are just retailing? Okay, so she buys and then sell, but skincare products.
Yeah, so I wanted to know why those two out of the lots out there.
It's not only those two, like basically lady essentials. Like I'm looking at owning a business whereby, let's say, kind of a big shop, whereby when you enter as a lady, you can glow yourself. Let's say going to the hair side, your footwear, your dress, jewelries, and then your skin. Yeah.
So the question again is why?
Why the skin? Yeah,
no,
because
not why the skincare. Why that particular type of business?
Okay, so it's like a major issue in we growing up as ladies, like taking care of your skin. We have a lot of skin issues, so I want to tackle that. That's why I...
Exactly what I was looking for. So now every business is in to solve a problem. Every business is in to solve a problem. So if you are lacking business ideas, just look around you. What are some of the problems you see around? What are some of the challenges you see around? And there is a very common example for all of us. Let the next person speak, and then I'll follow up with the example.
All right, so a gentleman is here. Right after school, which areas are you looking at? Do you have any hidden business idea that you want to share for us to help you grow it?
I've already started. Yeah.
You've already started?
Though I don't have the capital, but I do have a friend who is into retail, such as...
I can hardly get what you are saying.
I said I do have a friend who's into retail. She sells IT products.
Okay.
So what I do is I campaign. I do campaign about IT products to the students, and then anyone who is interested.
Okay, so in business, terminologies are very important. So you are not a politician, so you don't campaign. You advertise, okay? You advertise the IT products to your friends. Terminologies are very important. And that is why when you go to health, they have their own terminologies. I believe you are all learning something. Yes, please.
Or campaign kakra normal. All right, let's go on.
All right, my name is Charity Kwe Ahen. I'm reading physics. I'm in second year, but I have a great passion for agriculture. Currently, I'm having a small yam farm that I want to expand it and do other crops as well, because in my village, there is no employment. The only work the youths do is Okada for the boys and the females. They sell pure water. So I want to do a big farm that I can employ some of the youths. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So your interest in agriculture doesn't end with you. You're also looking at creating employment for the people within your community, which I think is a plus. Yes. Looking beyond yourself. And that is what entrepreneurship is about. You create a business, you solve people's problems, and then also create business opportunities for
I need
the
some
people
ushers to
around
help
you.
me. Please go ahead.
All right. So I was talking about an example that is on social media, and everybody is talking about them. Who has heard about the Bar Store Boys? Bar Store Boys. Please let me see by hand if you've come across their videos or anything about them. Bar Stop. Okay, looks like majority of you don't know. Can we get somebody to explain to them? Okay.
So it's a group of, let me say, it's a group of young boys, but females are part, they are volunteers who are helping clean the society. Yeah, that's what they basically do.
Please, did you hear her?
So I said the Bar Stop is our
I
group
need
of
some
boys or
volunteers
volunteers.
to take the microphones around.
Yeah, they are volunteers who are helping clean the society. Yeah, that's what they basically do.
Volunteers who are helping clean society. So they sat down and realized debt is killing us. We are overwhelmed with debts everywhere, especially in Accra. We are overwhelmed with filth. So as young individuals who are unemployed, in quotes, and are looking for jobs, what can they do about this situation? Remember, as I said earlier, entrepreneurship or a business is all about identifying problems and creating solutions. So the solution that they came up with is that they will clean the communities, one community, one spot at a time. Initially, it was very difficult because nobody was paying them the attention. And you know the power of social media. All that you need is 3 people sharing your post, and if it's share-worthy, other people will continue sharing it, and you trend. So people started seeing their posts and go like, oh, okay, so are these boys paid? And the answer is no. So in their videos, they are not just cleaning, but they also narrate whatever the situation is. The current video of them that I watched was with the Christian village, so those in Accra, Christian village heading towards the golf courts, that stretch. That was the latest area they cleaned. And they were like, oh, when you are driving past, because of how bushy the area is, you can easily get an accident, or if you're a pedestrian, somebody may attack you because you may not see what's ahead because of how bushy the whole area is. And because of this problem, they are coming in as problem solvers to solve that particular problem. And as they weed, they dig, they explain, they show videos, and people passing by will just donate. Quite recently, Shatawale raised funds for them on TikTok. I think about a month ago, or within, okay, we are in July, so June, former President Mahama also donated to them. All that they did was to take initiative. Now look around you. What problems do you see? I can tell you, you'll find not less than 10. The problems around you that you alone can create solutions for. The problems around you that together with 3 friends of yours, you can create solutions. Don't look far. You don't need to look far. Just look around you. Just look around you and you are good to go. Who has heard of Miss Cookie Spices? Miss Cookie Spices. Oh, the ladies. Or you don't use Miss Cookie? Okay, I see some hands. What happened? She noticed that people were complaining on social media that you go to the market, get your ingredients, come home, grind, go through all those hustle, chop, and before you cook. And it's stressful. Life is stressful already. Adding this to it. So gathering those information on social media, they came up with Miss Cookie spices. So you have not powdered ginger, but blended ginger in a container, frozen, being sold. And the women out there are buying it, including men. Just look around you. And today, I want us to be as practical as possible. So there wouldn't be like, oh, they come and tell us things that we can't even create ourselves. No. We want you to go home and think. Get to your hostel rooms and think. Let me use myself as an example. I started Dance Consults. So I used to be working at the bank, Unibank, before it went down. And then I noticed that with the banking sector, it's almost like doing the same thing every day. The same thing every day. Crediting accounts, deposits, the same things every day. If you're at personal banking, creating accounts, creating pins, adding signatories, doing bank transfer, if you're a remittance, working on remittances for others, the different channels, it's the same thing every day. And I'm the type of person who loves adventure, who loves to explore, who wants to involve in continuous learning so that I can become better. So I noticed, you know what, this is not it for me. Although I needed the money, I was also looking beyond the future. What does the future hold for me? So I came out with a plan. I am the type that gets dissatisfied almost everywhere I go when it comes to customer service. And I believe some of you here have had services that are bad. So from the church station, to the hospital, to the banks, to the restaurants, you realize that the service is poor. So that was a problem I identified. What solution can I create to solve this particular problem? And as I mentioned, I started in a bank. And with banks, almost every quarter, you are going for trainings. Training in customer service, training in customer experience, just name it, personal development. There is training for you if only you are available to learn. And I was taking advantage of those trainings. I did my service in the bank, worked in the bank. So for trainings, they were part and parcel of me. They were part and parcel of me. Now,
all right, so ladies and gentlemen, whilst Honorable Okra was going to escort our invited dignitaries, we decided to just tease out some questions from you. So some of them really through how they would want to start some smaller jobs when they are done with school as young entrepreneurs. And Lady Safua Duncan is giving them some ideas. We've heard about the Bastard Boys, we've heard about Miss Cookie, and the language is solving problems. So at this point, I just want to invite Honorable Dr. Andy Osei Okra. If you are satisfied with the conference that we've received and all that has transpired, please, let's give him a bigger round of applause, please. He's gone through a lot to put this together. Sir, we'll let you take over from here.
All right, thank you very much. Hello? Good, we are not going to waste time. We're going to go straight. And I think already Madame Charlotte has started asking. We also have the tech influencer online, Zoom, Mr. Reginald Goff Ampoma. Those of us who are interested in technology and see how IT is influencing the world, he's a tech influencer as you're speaking, he's doing some great work for America. So he'll be joining us via Zoom. I don't know whether Reggie is online. Team, alert me and put him there. But we have here, last year, Madam Duncan Safwa started a journey here during the program on Career Clinic. And today, we thought it wise that what is having entrepreneurial mindset? What do you mean by that as students? Okay. Hello, Reggie. If you can hear me, or mute yourself. You. Can hear. He's speaking, but we can't hear. So please help us. We can't hear you. Okay. Technical team sort it out whilst we are going about. So now, let's, Madam Duncan, what do we mean by having entrepreneurial mindset? Okay. Please, technical team, help us. Whilst we are going ahead, because we want to save time. Yes, please.
All right, so having an entrepreneurship mindset goes beyond just having the desire to start a business. It's about being creative in your thinking. And as I was engaging you earlier with the Bar Stop Boys story, being creative, being innovative. And I like the guest speakers. In fact, the pointers they raised were almost everything that I had written.
Really?
Yes. Being creative, that is the first point. So what is it around me? What problems do I see? Now back to what I was saying. I noticed customer service was a major challenge. And is this still a major challenge? Yes. Almost everywhere you go, it's getting better, but it can get better than it is now. And it used to be worse before. So I noticed this is a problem. What do I do with this problem? I need to create solutions for. So I started customer service training for SMEs, people within the informal sector, because those are the ones that we engage with most. So you go to the gobe seller, you go to your wache seller, the chocho, the Uber, the saloons, the people that in actual business sense you might neglect them, but they are the ones you transact business with almost every now and then. Those were the ones I started with. And you tell them about customer service training and they laugh. I remember one woman who is a provision shop seller I spoke to, and she was like, I've never had this training, but my business is booming. And the question I asked was, do you know how much you are losing without this training? Let's say people come to you and you speak to them anyhow and they go, they don't return. Have you counted the number of people who have left your business because of something bad that you said and they never returned to your business? Have you taken time to count? And that is the typical Ghanaian. That is the typical Ghanaian. So I put paper and pen and calculated customer lifetime value. How much the person will be losing, customer churn. And the woman was like, hey, so if I have spoken well to my customers, it means I would have gotten all this money in addition to what I think I'm making now. So it will be difficult trying to convince them to buy into your new solution. But you have to be resilient. And former President Kufuor said that you have to be resilient. You have to be an achiever. So when you go and they turn you down, don't go and relax and go like, okay, I tried my best. Let me go and sleep. No. Have at the back of your mind that you want to be an achiever. So the no is not putting a stop to what you want to achieve. You go beyond. The system will test you. Ask Honorable, with his pedigree where he is, the system still puts him to test. And that is what will build you up. Success is not the absence of failure. Failure is part of the process of success. And you must fail at certain points. Having an entrepreneurial mindset will challenge you. You think outside the box. People within your circle may think you are crazy because the things you come up with, they'll think, oh, now wait, why not better? But people will buy.
Okay. So, madam, so when we say entrepreneurship, like you rightly said, as a student, can I get involved in entrepreneurship? Is it about selling MTN credit or what? I want to know as a student in my level.
Yes, as a student you can. And being on campus is one of the biggest markets you can overlook. Being on campus is one of the biggest markets.
One of the biggest markets?
One of the biggest markets.
How?
Do you organize hall weeks?
Yes.
During the hall weeks, do you organize sales? Hello?
I know.
Hello?
They cancel hall weeks for some time, but it's coming back.
All right, so you organize sales. You can go to the markets, source out certain things. Our lady here said, oh, she wants to venture into cosmetics because she's noticed women find it difficult sorting out cosmetics for themselves. So she will be the mediator, source the cosmetics, and then sell it out to the ladies. And that is a niche right there. For our time, things have become more easier. With just our phones, an Instagram account, a TikTok account, a Facebook account. You copy an image from Google, maybe a bag from Google. Then you post it on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook, on your TikTok, on your Instagram. Bags for sale, DM for price. You write out the features and everything. And you realize people, one or two people will actually text you making inquiries about this bag. And somebody can purchase, you can make a sale out of just posting on your social media platforms. So yes, you can make business or you can be an entrepreneur whilst you are still in school. Some are in school and they own business centers. You know what business centers are?
Yeah.
The printing presses, the printing shop, the photocopier machines. Some are in schools and they own photocopier machines. They have about 5 joints on campus. And as I said earlier, being in school is one of the biggest markets, and you shouldn't neglect it.
Thank you very much. Now, Reggie, are you ready? How can we also get into the IT world, the digitized world, now that what are the opportunities in the AI space? You are doing a lot, as you are speaking, you are doing some work for America. We want to hear you, if you can hear me. You are still having challenges here. Technical teams, is it from your end or our end? All right. Now let me come back. Again, we are not having, let's ask the president. I have a friend and a brother. He's an awardee today. He's also into, we've been doing this, is YPYC role model since 2011. He's formed a leadership institute. I go there for leadership training. Because of the love for young people, he has come. And I want him to join in the discussion. He's in the person of Dr. Kofi Osei-Kusi. Please, let's invite Dr. Kofi Osei-Kusi to join me here. Doc, you're welcome. Welcome. Any luck? Now. what are students, what leadership skills you think that we should, and skills and qualities that we should get in order to be able to implement what Madam Duncan is saying? Having been in this industry, having sat here before, what can you help these young people by the time they leave here? Give them at least 2 skills and qualities that they can get before they leave here.
Thank you very much, Honorable, and thank you so much, Madam Duncan, for the wisdom you're sharing. And a big good afternoon to all of us. I had to chair a graduation in Accra, but I needed to be here this afternoon to join this very august occasion and to be with the very honorable. So in terms of leadership, remember that leadership is the greatest force on the face of the earth. The greatest force on the face of the earth to make anything happen is leadership. We're gathered here because of the leadership of Honorable Dr. Andy Okra, and because of the leadership of MTN, and because of the leadership of this great university. Now, if you have and develop the leadership in you, you can never stay at the bottom of life. Are we talking together? If you develop the leadership capacity in you, you can never stay at the bottom of life. Because leadership is like the law of aerodynamics. It's able to push you from the ground into the air. I just came on a flight. It took a certain law to be able to lift the aircraft into the air and bring it all the way to Kumasi within a short time. And that is the power of leadership. If you can identify the leadership in you, work on it, develop it, you will not be where you are today. It's just a matter of time. You're going to be soaring and you're going to be able to make greater impact in the world. What is leadership? And I'll be very quick. Leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration. And I can go on and on. But at least for the first part of the concept of leadership, it is the capacity to influence others through inspiration. Now, how are you able to have that leadership capacity to do what Madame Duncan is telling us? The first thing is you must discover your purpose in life. It's very critical. Even when we talk about entrepreneurship, there are different types of entrepreneurs. The different types. We are not all the same. Not everybody here will be a very successful business entrepreneur because we have different talents and potentials. But everybody here can think like an entrepreneur. And everybody here has a certain kind of entrepreneurial capacity. And so you must identify the kind of entrepreneur you are. And so let me wrap up. They are business entrepreneurs. They do business. They start a business and they have the strength to make a lot of profit out of it. They are social entrepreneurs. A classical social entrepreneur is me, myself here. I'm a social entrepreneur. We come up with entrepreneurial ideas to address the problems of the world. They are serial entrepreneurs. They start a business, they sell it, they start a business, they sell it. But let me touch on the fourth one. There are many others. Hello? The fourth one, they are called intrapreneurs. These are people who work for other people, but they have the entrepreneurial capacity to make that organization succeed. Now, you must know the kind of entrepreneur you are. But whoever you are, you must embrace the concept of entrepreneurship because it is what makes you accelerate anything that you are working at. Even God is an entrepreneur. Even God is an entrepreneur. When God started, he started with just one person. He made two, and then he becomes many, and then there are now over 7 billion people. And so to be that kind of a leader that we are thinking about here, you must identify who you are.
Identify who you are.
And then find out or discover your purpose in life.
And discover your purpose. Let's appreciate Dr. Kofi Osei. So, you have two keys. Identify who you are, have a purpose. And I will, before you end, I will run you 5 minutes to show you, those of you who were not here when I started, to show you that a student like yourself, what I did, so that it will encourage you for you to know that we are not talking about theory, things you have seen here. All right, who has a question for Madam Duncan? Who has a question? If you have a question, Okay. Please give the microphone to.
Please, my name is Sewa Bonsu Fridia Ajaman.
Yes, Sewa Bonsu.
And then I wanted to ask a question. Me personally, being a student entrepreneur, I decided to start a business on campus, seeing that, as Madam said, the campus is a big space, a big market space. My idea of trying to do my own personal natural skincare product and hair product, as my sister was saying, I personally want to make them myself. So I've already started doing researches, but here is the problem. How are you going to build yourself financially? Because personally, I can cook. So I decided that, okay, why don't I cook? Because students like to eat. So why don't I cook and sell, get the profits? The profits, I use it to start my own natural skincare and then hair care product. But because I started it personally with my own money, it's self-funded, it's quite difficult to get the profits you want. So as a student entrepreneur, how do you have to work to get, how do you build yourself financially to achieve what you want to achieve?
Okay, thank you very much. Madam, go ahead. And then Prof. Kaufman, our latest role model in academics, is also here, interested in this. So you will help us answer the question once again. So
yes,
you are enjoying it, but you would like to hear from.
Okay.
Hello? Is Reggie on now or? Okay, madam, go ahead. Reggie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Hello?
Yes, wonderful.
Hello, testing 1, 2.
Yes, we can hear you. Now share with us, how can we take advantage in the IT world to create jobs as students here?
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you now. Now the sound is coming. Technology.
Okay, great.
I'm sure the American system is not compatible with what we are having here. Okay, let's go ahead. Please mute. Let's go ahead because of time.
Okay. So with your products, you said you've done your research. Is it FDA approved?
Please, I haven't started it yet, but
I'm not sure he's gotten to FDA.
I've done the research, watched how I can make them.
So can you still hear me?
Because I heard
you.
Technical team, please put it down, mute it. Let's go ahead here.
All right, because I heard you say you are not making the profits you are supposed to make, meaning you're already selling.
Yes, the food I'm trying to sell to gain profits from it.
For the food?
Yes.
Okay. Which people are going to, the group of people who are going to bring the profits is your customers. Okay. So do you know what you are supposed to do?
Please kindly confirm if you can hear me.
Go ahead, let's speak, let's see.
Kindly confirm if you can hear me in the chat. No, I can't hear you.
Okay, technically,
the sound
please
from your end is gone. I can't hear you now, but
deal with him
I don't know
offline.
if you can hear me now because I can hear myself from my other device. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so I can't hear you now.
But can you hear me now? Technical team, please put him off. Let's go ahead.
All right. So focus on delighting your customers. They are the ones who are going to help your business to grow. And it's better to start small. So when you fail small. You learn your lessons, then you improve on your failures, you improve bit by bit, and you grow. So let's say you are selling to about 5 students now with your food, which you are saying the profit is small. Focus on delighting those 5 customers. The power of customer service is that it turns your customers into advertisers, not campaigners, as we heard earlier. Advertisers. And they will go about advertising your products. Oh, okay, so you now got it. Advertising your products to the others. So you sell to 5 people within your hostel or your hall. If they are dazzled with your service and your food tastes nice, they are likely to recommend you to the other hostel mates and other hall mates. Before you realize, you have about 30 people you are serving on a daily. So focus on the little that you have. If you have 3 customers, focus on them. Focus on giving them nothing but the best, and they will turn into advertisers for you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Kofi, before Prof comes in, if you had her, just help how to finance.
Yes, I think she's asking about money, which is very important. Of course, the first thing is you must make sure that your idea is very sharp. Because like we heard earlier on, entrepreneurship is all about identifying a problem. It starts with an idea. So make sure your idea is very sharp. Now, vision always comes before money. It comes before provision. And so make sure that you have a very solid idea. And then, you raise funds through what we call family and friends. So you don't start with a loan, but you start by raising funds a little bit. And then like Mrs. Duncan shared, you start small. And as it grows, then, you're able to get investors into what you have started. But by all means, once you sharpen the business idea and you trade in bits and pieces, gradually, you're going to be able to expand your capital base. And you're going to be able to win confidence in what you're doing. Because before anybody invests in what you've done, they want to see your track record. And what you're doing here on campus is as important as, anywhere else. I mean, in conclusion, one of the girls, I funded through our foundation is a blind girl at the University of Cape Coast. Imagine a blind girl as a student, and yet she's not going through just university. She started selling underwears. She's a blind girl, started trading underwear. So she would come to Accra, buy underwears, take it back to the University of Cape Coast, and she's going door to door and selling underwears. All right? And even though we're funding her, with those extra funds she generated from that business, she was able to buy the other things that she needed. And so that entrepreneurial capacity starts bits and pieces.
Thank you very much. And that's the reason why we are setting up. That is the reason why PYC is going this further. Because the same people come to me. The ones I can give 1,000, I will give 2,000. We can to be able to help expand some of these things. That is why on our 15th anniversary, we are forming YYC Education, Entrepreneurship, and Empowerment Fund. So depending on what you want, yours could be, as you are speaking, I need to raise 3,000 or 7,500 to buy a laptop for a student here. Probably the person is sitting down here. The professor brought it, I have to find the money. But this time, I don't have that money. So these funds will help things like that. So please, if you are here and you haven't put any seed money into it, don't come and ask for any money. If you don't contribute, you won't chop anything. Same thing, when I'm talking about this, I told you about it. Now, you people put our seed money 25 years ago, and you are sleeping in it. So if you are here and you have to look for the ushers and put your 10 cedis, as a student, put your 10 cedis or minimum. If you can put more than that, do that. And one day you can come to us that you have this innovative ideas and you want us to support. And Dr. Kofi is saying, yes, if it's sharp and it's really transformative, we will support you, give you money to whatever you want to do, and you can get it. Prof, thank you.
Let me start with a disclaimer. I am not a business entrepreneur. Today I've learned there are business entrepreneurs, and I'm a different type of entrepreneur. I think differently. The young lady with this issue, first of all, have you put some timelines to what you expect to do? How do you know that what you are getting is too small to achieve the big thing if you don't have a plan? So it may be small, but if you have realistic timelines, it may actually be enough for you to eventually do it. So that is one thing I will have to ask you. The next thing is, I've seen many young people. These days, young people, you are very impatient. You are in a hurry. you want to do it quickly, sometimes it takes effort and time to be able to reach that objective. So when you've done those calculations and projections and you know that you're on track, that will be encouragement for you to keep going. And as has been said, if you have not invested yourself into it, nobody will just get up and give you large amounts of money to do what you want to do. So build that track record during the time that you are going through this difficulty, and you will get support if you are a member of a group like this. That is what I have to add to it.
Wonderful. Oh, please appreciate Professor Kaufman. Maxi, what's your thought on what we are discussing?
Okay, so thank you very much. And my name is Maximilian Moremi, and I'm a second-year student reading accounting. So I wanted to even ask a question, because this entrepreneurship that we are talking about, we all have, interest in that, and we have sometimes, we even meet some people that we see them having some challenges, even challenges in our communities and all that. And I remember once I was like, sorry to use this word, but a person with disability like me, physically challenged, we also have ideas of going into businesses. And so I was discussing with a friend that I don't know whether I should, let's say, concentrate on creating my own business, where maybe after school I would just go and then be doing my own business, or also having that idea that after school I will get a job. Because these two, perspectives are something we have been discussing with. Even people will be like, going to the university, you will finish university, you will not get jobs and all that. So we all think about that, whether to start your own business or concentrate on getting, let's say, after your school, you get employed. So this guy was like, he said it in tree, so let me quote him. Yeah, you didn't announce a cry, started money a year through baby, Okofo be never count one, never going now, wow, from one equal supervisor. You see all these things. So sometimes it discourages us. We become confused. I'm using myself as an example. Someone that cannot go by myself, come back by myself, and all that. We are always confused whether to start that or even. And so I wanted to ask, what are some of the motivations for people, someone like me? And then I'm also very happy to also learn a lot today. And we are still, generating those ideas, and very happy to hear everything there. And I'm happy to see Prof also, because I've been watching her every day. I remember even at the time I was about to write my WASI, I was watching it. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Oh, clap for Maxi. Maxi is a talented guy. I think for physically challenged, this man has the anointing for that. Dr. Kusi, and I think he has already shared one example. He can give you several of them. So you are not challenged in any way, because all the ideas, all the talents, all the gifts God has given us standing, you have it to do it. And I'll allow him to share another small one, where he has plenty of such people. Okay. Look, go ahead.
Yes, that's one of the major work our foundation, the Osei Foundation, supports. People with physical challenges, or as we say, they are differently abled, or special needs.
That's the current term, differently abled.
Exactly. I actually wonder, yesterday I was at the school for the blind. I spent my day at the school for the blind and also at the school for the deaf. But I actually wonder why we still call it school for the blind and school for the deaf. I think we should be changing that name now. But I was there with some of my adopted children over there. So I've seen them come through different levels of education. You are as capable as anybody else. What most of you lack is that you do not start working early, and you do not start testing your skills very early. I'm actually very honored to have my biological father here. He's 81. He's way at the back. He's way at the back. Please help.
Oh,
put your hands together for my dad.
Let's
My
see
dad
you.
is at the back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, please appreciate our daddy who has joined us. Oh, ushers, please bring him forward for me.
You know, the reason why I point out my dad is because when I finished high school at Presec, Legon, I went to Prempeh College actually, and then for O-level, and then yes, I'm on for, And then I went to Presec. So I'm both Odadie and Amanfo. When I finished Presec, my dad made sure that I had an initial work experience. I went to work for an accounting firm. And that initial experience, when I was just about 18 years, made a big difference for me. And so by the time I started my first degree, I had a lot of work experience. And every vacation, I would go back and work as an accounts assistant and as an auditor. So by the time I was in final year at Legon, before I'd finished school, I was already hired as a top manager in a top international firm. Why? As a student, who would hire you into a managerial position? The reason is that by the time I was in final year, I already had a lot of work experience. Now the thing is this, when you are at the university, most of you are waiting to finish before you start working. Please, right from level 100, you should be working. You should be working. I don't understand when students say they are busy. How can you be busy at this stage of your life? Some of us, we are married, we have children, we have adopted children, we are running like 4 companies. I'm a chancellor of the fastest growing media school. I do TV, I have 18 books, I'm traveling, and yet I have time. How can you be a student and be too busy? Right from here, you must be working, you must be steady, you must be doing some business. You should be doing like 10 things at the same time.
Wonderful.
So I wanted to touch on something.
Touch on.
So you realize when Dorcas, right, the lady from MTN, when she was taking us through the trivia and all of that, most of you were not concentrating until you heard 100 Ghana KFC. That was when people took their phones, and I was just monitoring, and even wanted her to go over so that you get whatever she said. We are so money conscious, and we neglect experience. But listen, experience is what will bring the money. How can you develop experience? By volunteering. That is a word this Gen Z don't want to hear. Volunteering. Hey, so am I going to work for free? No. You are going to gain experience. And with that, money cannot buy.
Good.
Very important.
Right. Like you see the ashes, the things, the protocol team, the things that they've gone through by volunteering to do this, and what they've learned, you have no idea. They can organize events. If we have organized, and I'm telling you, standing here, I did this with these young people. That's my strategy. And if you ask them from the organizing team, day one, I'm just doing that with them.
Honorable, I just want to add something very quick. It's a sort of a testimony. Let me say that. I started speaking, at university campuses and all of that. My dream was always to speak at the Accra International Conference Center as a speaker. All right? And so, you know what I did? You don't know. He's hearing it for the first time. Honorable was doing a program at the Accra International Conference. He doesn't know that. He doesn't remember that. But I've been around him, and then I decided I'll go and volunteer. At that time, I had my master's, I had all of this, I was doing a lot of big things, but I decided I'll go and volunteer. And there wasn't much to do, so I was helping to move the chairs around. I was just volunteering, moving the chairs around and all of that. I put all my whatever dignity aside. I did that the first time, I did that the second time, and the second time before the conference started, there were other speakers supposed to lead different sessions, and one of the speakers didn't come. And so he came to me and said, Doc, can you step in? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't let him know, but that was the opportunity I was waiting for. And that gave me so much confidence. And so today, I've not only spoken there, I've spoken at conferences around the world, and I've held my own very large conference at the Transformational Conference Center. And so thank you very much for giving me that opportunity. That's the power of volunteering. I've never told him before.
Yeah. And that's, in fact, I do that. I intentionally do that. I create that opportunity for young people, and several of them. Today, because of time, we didn't have enough for them to share their experiences. Colleagues, I think we've stayed for long. I shared 3 things with you earlier on. Who can remember? Yes, if you are ready. Stand up. Oh, just come. Just be interactive. We are closing. Just mention what was my first time. If they can put my presentation there.
He said we should be visionary.
We should be what?
Visionary.
Visionary. So to add up to all that we are saying, visionary. And 2, to be what?
Mentor.
To be mentored. And that's what we are doing. And from here, so if you have not signed up to be a member of YPYC, how many wants to join YPYC? The young professional. We have a chapter on campus here. How many wants to join the young professional group on campus? So once we have your data, we'll be sending the information. Then the mentorship takes from there. And I said the third point is what? Be humbled. You see, like I said, he humbled himself and came and served and got a platform. And now he's speaking on international. Who do you think that a professor, science and math quiz? So we know. On the chair mass, no. This one I will give it to you. I'll give you half, 1.5. I'll give you 2 quarters. No. Pempe College, you have it. You see, my Obama school. Okay. Can come and humble herself here and learn. We are all learning. Young people, and Madam said it, it's not all about money. Money is important, but you need to take time and build yourself up. You start, lady, one of the points I realized from your point was you think you have started cooking. So today, you should get 100,000 profit. This work we have seen 15 years. This is the first time in the history of this organization that we have come here and people are giving 10,000, 5,000, 15 years. People come, and all the big people you saw, from President Kufuor to President Mahama, nobody has given 1 cedi. I'm telling you, today, that President Mahama has given 20,000 for 15 years. I think what you are 20,000. Because I don't do that. I'm just telling you. By the time we have built it to a point, no, President Kufuor, nobody. Until today, that people are investing. And because we are setting fund, they believe in what we are doing. I'm trying to say that you can't rush to do things. You need to build your muscles up. Whilst learning, take your time. Don't rush. Those of you following betting and those things, it cannot help. Look for proper business. Steady. I was here. Please put it there. Those who haven't seen it, that's what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing. Today, some of you have a whole hostel for you. And not the hostel that I'm interested in. I set up a sustainable development fund like what we have done today. That fund, and now I'm told, those of us who are in SRC know, they pay themselves. Because I wanted them, even one I'm going to champion for you, I'm going to champion, because I set that fund 25 years ago so that we'll stop paying SRC dues. Money should come such that nobody should pay anything. And this is what I keep on saying. This is the day. A day like this, like I said, the fund, Prof, this is it. And go. It happened. Otumfuo came, we named after him, cut the sword, when he has not even seen the baby. He came, he believed in the vision, said that this was one university council meeting. The chancellor, the council chairman at that time, straight away at that meeting, I said, I have a fund. I have 25,000, 250 million for those days. I said, he gave us 2-acre land. Here on campus, I was a student like you sitting down here as SRC president. And then the final thing is what you see. The final thing is what we see from here and here. So, but another point, go. When we are launching it, go. No, go up. No. Continue. I want to show you why it will take other people to help you. This is a tool for in 2014 coming to commission. Go. Here. It took, when I brought the idea like today, no, go back. Like today, it took about 10 SRC presidents and 4 or 5 vice chancellors to bring the vision to fruition. That is what it is. So you can have the vision, you can be visionary, bring any idea. It will take your colleagues sitting by you to get it done. It's not you alone. See how best you can form strategic partnerships. We didn't have time. How many of you saw chicken man, pizza man here today. In fact, because of time, when he shares his, how many of you will also be eating chicken man, pizza man? Don't buy from anywhere, buy from that place. It's sweet, tasty. I'm advocating for that because I eat it a lot. He was doing the same thing like you are doing, lady. He's a first-class student, though. That guy was a first-class student here, and he was using his cubicle and cooking the pizza. Pizza here. Chris that we saw, that was what he was doing. And then he can tell you the story. And today, several out was late because now he's opened additional 10,000 outlets across the country. That small gentleman you saw like that, the man is sharp and he's dusted old scar. So I want to end by thanking these people, gentlemen and women. Dr. Kofi was just passing through, and then he have to engage. Prof wanted to go. I said, Prof, no. Today, I'm not leaving because they normally don't come to Kumasi like that. So when he comes, so ladies and gentlemen, we want to end here. Do you want us to end, right? Yes. Correct. Then we can end here. In fact, we thank God. This is what we wanted. We have more than enough item 13 for all of you. More than enough. So never rush. Never rush. The fewer, the merrier. So just take your time. We have more than I know what we did. So never rush. We can. Last year, Prof, we prepared for 2,000. Thinking of 1,000, so we ended up getting 5,000 people coming last year. So Maxi didn't get food last year. A lot of people didn't get. But today, inshallah, God has been merciful to us. We can take care of everybody without any wahala. And then I'm sure we can go. Please, if you pay for your certificate, I'm sure you have picked your certificate, right? That if no, you won't get it today. If the instruction was those who paid before 30th, they have their certificate. If you still want a certificate, go and pay. And they will get it for you later on. They will let you know. So that one. So that is that. If you want a certificate, you can do that, pay, and we'll get it done for you. After that, any other thing that you want to do, those who want to join YPYC, when you get there, do that. When we finish, how many of you are holding tickets? You are giving some numbers. Who's number 1? Who's number 2? Okay, such people, I'll close because of that. You've won yourself souvenirs. When you souvenir, when you na I'm going to give you a free copy of my book, my first book called Transformational Leadership, Walking the Talk. And my presentation, as you see, how the SRC hostel came about and everything, is in that book. That is my first book, Transformational Leadership, Walking the Talk. Please, if they can start getting them here. So you get it, and MTN also gave us some souvenirs you are going to get. But that one, all of you get. But those who have the ticket, I said that, Prof, those are the people who came first. The first 100 people were going to get my books. Hey. Forest Report, do you have tickets? You don't have? You have? Okay, that's my student, Forestry Commission Training Center School. And they've won themselves. They came early, and others will have it. But if the 100 is finished and I still have more, and you are not in a rush, I'll see if my papa will come, and then I will give. Now, we have one more presentation to do. Prof will help me to do that. The overall, as I said, the overall Africa Role Model organization was Pan-Africa Leadership Institute, headed by Dr. Kofi. He's here. So all of you help me present the award to the winner of the overall. You want Poppy to help you? Okay, bro. Pali, you are fortunate. Hold on. Prof will read your citation. Okay. The overall Africa Role Model Organization, citation in honor of Pan-African Leadership Institute. Corporate entities are pivoted to Human Development Index and economic progression. Pan-African Leadership Institute has acquitted itself creditably in championing Pan-Africanism, leadership, continental unit, and integrated economics independent of external control and direction. YPYC is grateful for your selfless dedication to the cause of an envisioned economically free Africa. On this day, 6th day of July 2024, the Governing Council of YPYC, on behalf of all members, confers on you our most respectable title, the overall Africa Role Model Organization. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, yes. So, Doc, you go outside and go and have your photo shoot at the back there. Okay, I think you've spoken now, so.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let's appreciate Dr. Osei for the ideas and everything. On that note, I invite the MC. Thank you, Madam Duncan. We had a challenge getting Reginald online. I'm sure when he comes to Ghana, I'll organize that for him because he was going to give the IT world, he's reigning there. He's a tech influencer. So I wanted him to share and give you ideas that you can be sitting here and be making money in the US. He's doing that. He's doing on several things. Do you know Abba is a virtual human being. She's the one behind it doing all the... There are people you are communicating, you think they are human beings. They are not human beings. They are AI, they are doing that. He's the guy. That guy you are seeing like that. All the AI stuff that's happening is a Ghanaian young person like you doing that. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get him to talk. But when he comes back to Ghana, I'm going to make sure that I'll get him and invite as many that can come and you listen to him. Mr. Tibin, thank you very much, and I'm done.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I want to know by hands if you think this summit has been worth it. Can you raise your hands? Okay, we have a full house. I wish a picture was taken of this beautiful city. Okay, the camera can pan around and get the beauty of the house. Can you keep your hands up if you think it has been worth it? Can you wave it a little bit? Can you wave it a little bit? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're preparing to round it up. It's been a long day. There's no performance again. MTN, polls, and trivia. Would they still have a word for us? So the announcement is, yes, you go to the back office. They are still stationed there if you've won anything. But this is the announcement. I want you to give Honorable a round of applause. He has you in mind. He knows he's kept you from morning. So he says you should be refreshed. And I pray everyone will be refreshed. But I was just instructed that it should start from the back. So when the dignitaries and this time don't crowd around Prof as she's going, they would go first. Prof, you would leave, our dignitaries, you would go. And then from the back, the reason why they want you to remain seated is while you are coming out, they are handing over your meal to you. I'm sure that is okay. So we try to see that everybody gets it, okay? Can we say a word of prayer? Can somebody? Oh, Papa, you pray and bless us.
Okay. President Mahamad's money has arrived.
Yay!
He sent that gentleman to bring the money. He said he doesn't want any trouble. So he has brought the money. Thank you very much.
Let's give the former president a round of applause. And let's give Haruna Idrisu a round of applause. And everybody who has contributed a round of applause. I wanted to know one student here who have sent a momo. Is there a student here who have sent a momo genuinely to the number? Can you raise your hands? I want to see wave at us. Oh, this is touching.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you
touching.
very much.
Tell the next person by your side, try and put something in the kitty.
And how many also put it in the box? Okay. All right.
Can you display the number? Yes, the number is right there.
What I'm told is it appears the limit of this momo is full. So, take this number. And those of you who take the number and do something, you have access to me. 0242. 0242.
They are getting their pens and mobile phones.
0242.
Should we start again? Okay.
0242 051 208. 0242 051 208. And one woman can be.
All right, thank you. Very much.
You are sending money. Oh, from now you have not sent money, I won't pick. So send money and I send it 10 cities or you send it from 100 and above. And that is for the fund, it's not for me. We will account to you all the monies we got here today. Remember, today we are to raise 150,000 Ghana cedis to mark the 15th anniversary. The target for this year is 1 million Ghana cedis. We'll be doing a proper fundraising. We are going to raise 1 million Ghana cedis at a proper fundraising. This was just the seed money. Like I said, when I launched the SRC fund here, behind here, the day apart from the SRC, the student money of 250,000, when I raised the money, I got 40,000. That was 4,000 today. So when you add the 4,000 to the combined student money, 25,000, we got 29,000 Ghana cedis as seed money 25 years ago to set up the fund. So we are doing a similar one this time raising 150,000. I will check what we have gotten, try and make sure that we get the seed money, 150,000, and then we'll move to the next stage. So please, even if we end here today, don't have any money here, I've given you my personal number. You can send it to that number if you want to. And any individual here, you can also assist us in any way. Then please do well to contact me, or organizations that can support us. And because we want to use this year to build the money, next year you can start applying for some of them. Next year, be ready to apply according to your needs. We'll share with you all the processes to get it done. And then, because people have needs, as I'm saying, there's one on the table right now that I have to get a laptop critically for someone, which I'm going to do that immediately after this. So thank you very much. Please, shall we be upstanding? And one of
most of you do not know he's also a reverend minister, so I'm asking him to bless us. But after this announcement.
One of the things that YPYC meeting, we remind ourselves is we have this nation to build. So we recite the national pledge before the closing prayer. So we are going to recite the national pledge. Shall we go? I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my heart, strength, and all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our fathers, and I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. Thank you very much. Shall we pray? I say that yedi mo nyame, yedi mo nyame, yedi mo nyame. Asida sewo asida yedi mo nyame, yedi mo nyame, yedi mo nyame. Our Heavenly Father, all that we are saying is what we have put in our song, that we give all thanks to your name, all glory, all honor unto you, not unto any other person, but unto your name. Thank you for a successful 15th anniversary. Thank you for the life of these individuals you have destined for them to be here. I pray thee, O God, let this conference be impactful in their life. Let them be successful in anything they do. Let them be transformed, that everybody will know that they took part in Transform Summit. I pray thee and thank you for the awardees and our role models. I pray that they will go and affect many, and these young ones, they will be role models for the world and the country. Thank you. As you are living here, please lead us safely to our various destinations. Grant us safe journey and journey messages, that when we get to our various places, we shall have cause. We thank you for YPYC. We thank you for the fund established. We thank you that you are going to do greater things than before. And Lord, at the end of it all, when we meet next year, whether in Accra or Kumasi or wherever, we shall have a great testimony unto thy name. We thank you, King of Kings. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Amen.
Please remain seated. Please sit down because of your meal.
Yes.
Please
sit down quietly. If you are not in a hurry, they are going to bring it.
Okay, please sit down.
Also
Remain seated if you
and
can.
be giving the books to the people as well. So just take your destiny before.
Okay. And then dignitaries who want to say a big thank you. Please, can we wave at them as they head back? Oh, can we give them a wave? Some of you should say thank you to them. Yeah. Oh, you are not smiling at Professor at all, eh? Yes. So please, if there's a coordinator at the back, let's see how you call them line by line just for the meal. And let's not rush it so that they'll be able to reach out to everyone. Let's not rush it. Please, are we good? Coordinators, can you help me at this point? At the top, if there's any video, music, or anything, you can start refreshing us. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kweku Temin. It's been an honor. I'll go back to Accra with the message of this wonderful program, and we look forward to supporting and all the media houses supporting also. Once again, thank you all very much. And you should catch this on TV3 and all the other major networks. Enjoy the rest of your evening and bon appetit as you are giving your meal. Good evening.